Alright, so we're going to look at some cars, well, basically what I've owned, so we'll just go through them pretty quickly. So, we've got the Armour Karima. I mean, a classic of a vehicle. I mean, come on. I mean, especially back in the day, even before sex serve buildings was a thing, this is a must-have vehicle. I mean, if you didn't have it, I mean, what are you doing? Especially at public lobbies. I mean, come on. It's a must-buy. This vehicle, I kept it for many years as well. Well, I haven't been driving it at all for like ages really, but it's my first vehicle I actually like sprayed loads of money on pretty much. I put loads of money into this, and back then I wasn't rich at all. But I threw all the money into this vehicle and I still kept it to this day. Nice collection. Of course, the Batmobile, my most favourite vehicle in all of the game in my opinion. But if I had to narrow it down, it'd be the most best weaponized vehicle. At least for fun wise though, it's the best. It's so fun to drive. It may be expensive, but it's just so fun to do, especially what I use it for. So, it's great. It's great to troll my friends, whatever, sometimes with this vehicle. Maybe some very few missions now and again, maybe, as well. But mainly just have fun. It's really good to have. It's good to have vehicle. It just sucks that this windows on this vehicle, even when I have 100% armor on, equipped, it's not bulletproof whatsoever. It might take like 1-2 bullets, but that's it. It's like, kind of wish it's taken like 5 or something like that. But and same with explosive hits. It can't even take, not even one homing missile hit, not even one. It's just so delicate with explosives. It sucks. But, it is what it is. This one, I bought it mainly just for a review on my channel, but I kept it anyway so I can have it like a contest with the Shotari there, which I will talk in a sec. But, yeah, it's still a good vehicle though. It's still nice to have. It's sort of like 1.0 version pretty much of this bike, which we'll move on to now. So, yeah, this bike, it's my first most expensive bike, I would say. The one I actually enjoyed and actually, grinded hours before, like KP Rickers, I think, Casino. Like, I was actually doing loads of events and I kept grinding like all day, pretty much, or 2 days actually, all day, 2 days to get this vehicle. Yeah, it was a proper grind, but it was worth it. I still kept to this day. I think it was worth the grind. To me, though, it was good fun. I haven't tried it at all at the moment, but still, I love driving it whenever I get my hands on it. This one, I mean, X80 Proto, expensive. Probably some people say it's not worth it, all that kind of stuff. But I enjoyed it. It's a lot of money, but I think it's for the rich people once again. I mean, you're buying it for looks, I think, anyway, and I love it. I like the look of it. It's just different, and yeah, again, back then, it used to be the most expensive vehicle in a game. Like, this was it. But either way, I enjoy it, so I kept it as my personal favourite vehicle. As well, in this garage alone, pretty much, this is like the most important vehicles, or at least the ones I really want to keep out of any other garages, but we'll have a look very soon now. But this is the first garage, though, the Maze Bank. So, Deluxo, I mean, first futuristic vehicle, pretty much Doomsday, and this is the hint, pretty much, there's vehicles that's going to be in the future, and this is one of them. People are, like, okay of this, I think. Maybe not now, but at least back then, are like, yeah, fine, okay, one futuristic vehicle, it's not as fast, and all that stuff, but either way, it's still good fun. I haven't been driving this for ages either, but I kept it as a collection because it's just, I don't know, I enjoy it. It's like Back to the Future film, It's like that. So it's, I don't know, it brings that vibes to it, especially when you open the doors to it and the sound. Yeah, for sure. The Tempesta, I mean, I love this vehicle. I think they buffed it recently. I could be wrong, but I feel like they buffed the top speed. But either way, acceleration is still there, and I love acceleration. This is the big factor of this vehicle. I love it. I think it's worth the money. It looks cool, though. It's not many customization options, but I love it. In my opinion, it's just great. Especially if you've been, like, for example, being chased by cops in the middle of the city. You need to turn every corner. Obviously, a good acceleration and a good, like, turning, handling. Which this both has, really, to be honest. Yeah, you can get away really well with it, and it does a good job. So I like it really, especially in the middle of the city. That's where it's going to be like use its full ability pretty much. 220. I mean, expensive but worth it. It still feels nice to drive. I like the sound of the driving. I mean, no to be said about it really. Yeah, I mean 220 is a classic of a vehicle. Classic. I could be wrong, but I think it was like the first like really expensive supercar vehicle in GT Online, I think, like as in 2 million plus, let's say. I could be wrong, but either way, classic. This vehicle, I'm kind of ashamed to say it, but we'll see what you think. Anyway, if you let me know what you think, comments below about it. But I kind of bought it just because it reminds me of the Cybertruck. from Tesla. So I tried to make it look somewhat similar, at least at the back of it. I was like, oh yeah, this could be the Cyberpunk, not Cyberpunk, Cybertruck vibes. But yeah, I'll let you guys think about that and see if you think there's any similar. But I don't think it is. Now look at it, it looks more like deformed. But it's the closest you can get in the game, at least at the time of recording. If there ever going to be a similar one. It's a Cybertruck. Truck. But yeah, kind of a bit embarrassed to still have it really. I might sell it one day. I don't know. Either way, Centorno, classic of a vehicle once again. I mean, even it's still worth it to this day. It's still worth, especially for starters. I mean, you cannot deny this vehicle. It's great. Top speed, acceleration, handling. It's got everything really, and it's good for the money. It's great for starters, literally. I mean, you can't argue with it. If you do, I mean, what's wrong with you? I mean, it's a classic vehicle, and it's still good to this day. Obviously not its best, but for the money wise, yeah, you can't be complaining on that. At least it's so good of a vehicle, and it sounds nice when you drive. It just looks good. You feel comfortable when driving it, and I do drive that now and again. All right, Krieger. Yeah, I mean, it's a great of a vehicle. It's great to have competition with any other new vehicles to this day. It has like a good price range, and it's good to compete with other vehicles if you need to compare it with. So this is definitely a good vehicle, and I kept it just for that, and mainly for review. But I kept it because it looks nice. I don't know. For some reason, some people don't like the wings at the back, but I mean, whatever, man, whatever. Okay, so Insurgent. I mean, classic. There's like a Night Shock now, which is like, in a way, I think, as I look at it, an Insurgent 2.0, at least with like more weapons and armor and all that stuff, though. It's like a 2.0 version, but either way, got to keep the classic. I love the Insurgent. No more to be said about that. Okay, so I need to add some more vehicles into this garage, so, but yeah, I haven't really done it for a while, but I will do it one day. Either way, I like the Scrounger. I haven't been driving it for ages, but it's still good fun to use. I'm sure a lot of people still use it to this day. I pressed the Mark 1. I mean, yeah, a lot of people didn't mind this because it wasn't too OP and everything, and it's good fun to use. At least you know how to land it and drive it, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's good fun. And there's another one over here. I don't know why it's over here, but I mean, this is a weird vehicle. Not many people have it, but I bought it because it's just weird. It looks different. I mean, you know, it's just different. The steering on it, handling is terrible, mainly because it's a free wheel, obviously, isn't it? So it's not going to be steering very well. But I just bought it because it's just a different vehicle. No one to be said about that, really. I won't say it's worth it, but I just bought it for collection. It's just different. So now we'll just look at the next garage. Alright, so I bought... This is like, basically, the collection garage, I guess you can call it. So it's just things like it's limited time vehicles, or like you find it special areas or missions, all that kind of stuff. I put them all here pretty much. Or just things I like to build from like missions, or you know, just like classic vehicles. You find a collection. So Alertia, you can only get this in Halloween. So you know, I like this vehicle yet again, but it's just collection. Pretty much all these vehicles, I'm just gonna say all collection. But this vehicle, I can't remember where I got this from. I think it's, if I remember, so you get it after when you complete the casino story mode, not the heist. So I think as a host anyway, you'll see like a question mark box at the cargo area around here. I think when I found it, it was around here somewhere. So yeah, I claimed it, and it was free anyway, and I haven't really customized it all. When I usually collect these vehicles, I try to keep the customization minimal though anyway, keep it to the original. And this one I got at Christmas, like probably 2 years ago, maybe, or more, 2 or 3 years ago I would say. Either way, I kept the free livery, if you want to call it that. I don't know if you'll get it again this year, in 2021, I don't know, but we'll find out pretty much Thursday probably. But either way, I kept it anyway. It's pretty much kept in the min. Anything changes the windows, but I might change it back. I'm not too sure. But either way, everything else is not upgraded or whatever. I just kept it to original, just collection. And this one I customized, made it similar to the Casino Heist vehicles. This is the one I use every time when I do Casino Heist. This is the vehicle I always grab. I need to do the other one, the white one, which I'll get a picture of now as well. I need to do that vehicle as well. I need to customize it at my own time, but I will do that one day when I'm bored. But at the moment, as of right now, I'm not bored. I'm grinding at the moment on security contracts. So yeah, but one day I'll do that. This one as well, when you like try and hack the guy's phone so you can see what the contents are for the casino. So yeah, this is the van. I customized it. I couldn't steal it and like put it in my garage. I had to make it from scratch, and I made it. I think it's very similar. If it is, I might miss out one or two things, but overall, the main things you need to look at is right there, exactly the same. So yeah, I'm glad I done that. Really, it's just a little collection. This when you call I forgot his name. Either way, it's after when you help him a couple times. There he is, English Dave. That's it. After when you help him, he gives you a call now and again. You'd have to help him like it's either between 5 to 10 times. I'm not too sure, but either way, when you're done, he gives you this free car. I have not customized it at all. It's just a collection. I did drive it around and it was terrible. So you might notice this vehicle. This is like the James Bond vehicle, you know, all that kind of stuff. I won it from the wheel, I think, but yeah, I never like put any upgrades or anything to it. I just kept it how it is to the original. I should probably put the machine guns. Maybe I should build that into it because this is the weaponized vehicle. As you can see there, the W in there, that means weaponized. So I should probably maybe put the weapons on it. I know I've removed the original, but I mean, it needs to make it more James Bond vibes. Maybe I don't know. But either way, it's collection. So this one Halloween as well. Halloween collection. Great vehicle. You can use it in some missions. Some though. But overall, it's more for looks, and you might want to like to listen to the vehicle. It's a good vehicle on this. It's good to drive. It's good fun. I've customized it a little bit, I think, just a little bit, tiny bit. But either way, it's good though. And this one, I mean, yeah, this one is on a Halloween update as well. So you only can get these vehicles pretty much in Halloween, not any other year. But once you buy it once, you can buy another one again, like any other day or whatever. It's just, you know, if you haven't bought it for the first time, you have to wait until Halloween. Alright, so that's the video for today though. It's just quick explaining what vehicles I've got in this garage though. I've got loads more garages I can show you, but I want to keep this video short. I don't want to put like half an hour long into one video. But let me know in the comments below if you want me to show you the other vehicles I've got in the garage, at least as of today. If you don't want me to do any more, that's fine. Just basically don't even leave a comment really, so I know from that. But yeah, either way, I try to keep it short and snappy and give you a quick story why I had these vehicles and all that kind of stuff. But pretty much, yet again, this is the maze bank. This is where my most favourite vehicles go in. So, and there's a couple more I need to add in, but I will do that eventually whenever I have time or bored or whatever. But anyway, thank you for watching, everyone, and yeah, thank you.